Have you ever experienced catching a cold, a fever, or the flu? If yes, then you may be considered a victim of what we call an epidemic. But first, let us discuss what an epidemic really is. An epidemic is the rapid spread of infectious disease to a large number of people in a given population within a short period of time, usually 2 weeks or less. Now, there are many causes as to why epidemics occur. First, it is because of the lack of knowledge that people have about how viruses spread and work in our society. Second, viruses become resistant to drugs or vaccines that have the ability to mutate and create new strains. An example can be the influenza virus, which can have an antigenic shift, where two or more types of influenza A combine and create a radically different virus from its ancestor strains. Once scientists identify the new subtype, vaccines can be created. Third, global warming allows insects such as mosquitoes and animals such as rats to live in a wider range and easily spread insect and animal-borne illnesses. Lastly, transport and traveling increase the chances of spreading viruses from one country to another, then causing a pandemic. A pandemic is where an epidemic spreads to multiple human populations, spreading to one continent to another. For example, we have the disease Ebola, which can be transmitted through direct and unprotected contact, while other diseases, such as tuberculosis and influenza, are airborne. Now, there are many ways on how we can prevent these epidemics from occurring. For our first example, it is important for all of us to be reminded to always wash our hands, especially after eating or after using the toilet. This will reduce the chances of us obtaining various kinds of illnesses, especially that can be obtained through direct contact. Next, it is important to always cover your mouth when you are about to sneeze or cough. However, the video being displayed is an example of what you should not do, for it can increase chances for the people surrounding you to obtain illnesses. The examples being displayed now are the proper ways on how to cover your mouth when you have to sneeze or cough. Another safe option that you may opt to use when you are about to sneeze or cough is by simply using a tissue or a handkerchief when covering your mouth. You should also be aware and careful of the water you are consuming, because drinking contaminated water can bring you waterborne illnesses. Another form of prevention is by simply eating healthy. Most importantly, do not forget about your fruits and vegetables, because these kinds of food contain many kinds of vitamins and nutrients that may help prevent your body from obtaining various illnesses and diseases. With this, not only will you have a healthy life, but you will also have a happy life. There are also many other types of prevention. For example, you must disinfect the hot zones in your household, especially the kitchen and bathroom, which have high amounts of bacteria. Next, you must practice safe sex. Use condoms. Have yourself and your partner tested for sexually transmitted diseases. You should also get vaccinated. This will decrease chances of contracting diseases. There are many reasons as to why epidemics should be taken seriously. We should not take advantage of these. We live in a world where various illnesses spread rapidly, and we must always be aware and prepared for these. But what if you become a victim of an epidemic? What should you do? You should head to your doctor right away and have yourself checked. If you are experiencing symptoms of a certain disease, do not hesitate to get checked, because it is always better to be safe than sorry. Other things that you should do if you are a victim of an epidemic is to rest and isolate yourself if you are feeling ill. You must also take antibiotics and medicines correctly. Only take antibiotics and medicines when prescribed by a doctor. We do hope that you have learned many things from this video. Always remember to stay safe and away from any kind of epidemic.